Welcome to the podcast. Today, we're diving deep into Miguel A. Guerrero Gonzalez's book, The Leader I Found on the Road, a timeless story that explores the intricate connections between identity, progress, and leadership. This book isn't just an autobiography. It's a guide for anyone looking to build a meaningful future without sacrificing their roots or values. Gonzalez opens his book by sharing that his story isn't born from comfort, but from effort, silence, and difficult decisions. He grew up in a humble neighborhood in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, surrounded by limitations, yet fueled by dreams. He was a young immigrant who arrived in America with more questions than answers, but an unyielding determination.
Chapter 1, Roots in Santo Domingo, The Child Who Dreamed Awake, paints a vivid picture of his childhood in San Carlos. He describes a humble home, a zinc roof that thundered in the rain, and the constant presence of heat. As the eldest of four, he felt an early sense of responsibility. His mother's words, "Miguel, someone born in a humble neighborhood has to be twice as brave and 3 times as persistent," became a guiding principle. He learned humility, sacrifice, discipline, community, and a natural instinct to protect, recognizing these as his first leadership training. He also notes that his neighborhood instilled in him the value of community and the importance of never taking anything for granted. Moving into Landing in America, a reality check, Gonzalez describes his journey to the United States in 2008, brought by his brave mother who had emigrated alone years earlier. He faced immense culture shock, loneliness, and overwhelming change. His first winter, shoveling 4 feet of snow, brought him to a breaking point, questioning if the sacrifice was worth it. Yet an inner voice urged him not to give up. This period, marked by working various humble jobs like cleaning and fast food, became the origin of his resilience. He emphasizes that starting from the bottom is not undignified. Giving up is. Chapter 3, My Jobs and Challenges, Building My Character from the Ground Up, details these early work experiences. From cleaning to fast food and driving for Uber, each job served as a school for character. He learned discipline under pressure, quick decision-making, emotional control, and the value of manual labor. Driving Uber, for instance, became an emotional classroom where he listened to countless stories, developing empathy and recognizing quiet opportunities. He realized his pain wasn't loneliness, but preparation for leading people and building community. He stresses that every job, no matter how humble, provided lessons in resilience and humility. In How Associations Transform Your Life and Your Future, Gonzalez shares a crucial discovery. No one grows alone. He learned that the people around you can either propel you forward or hold you back. He developed a mental filter to surround himself with those who inspired growth and solutions. He highlights the impact of mentors and key individuals who open doors, not out of luck, but purpose. This chapter also stresses the importance of distinguishing between friends and strategic alliances, emphasizing that his Dominican roots were not a limitation, but a cultural advantage that he learned to leverage. Chapter 5, Building a Home Far from the Island, explores his personal life. He found his wife, a connection planted in childhood, after 15 years of silence. Their shared love for their land and culture became the foundation of their home in the U.S., a place that felt like the Dominican Republic. The birth of his daughter, Amira, in June 2020, amid global uncertainty, reinforced his mission to protect, provide, and guide, ensuring his home would be a space of awareness and dignity, teaching her that her identity is a strength. He emphasizes that building a home meant creating an anchor of culture and identity far from home. Then, in The Calling to Serve, Gonzalez recounts how volunteering at a senior center, teaching computer skills, became a turning point. He discovered that serving restores dignity, not just for the recipient, but also for the server. This quiet service caught a director's attention, leading to his first professional job and 8 years of learning about community struggles. This period sparked a vision for spaces where Dominicans and Latinos could feel seen and celebrated, laying the groundwork for future initiatives. He recognized service as a pathway to meaningful employment and community impact.
This vision crystallized in The Birth of DMV Dominicans, described in Chapter 7. Born from nostalgia for his homeland and a deep sense of cultural absence in the DMV area, he decided to bring Dominican identity to the forefront. A simple T-shirt design, emblazoned with Dominican symbols, became the spark. People's immediate positive reactions transformed a garment into a cultural bridge, a movement where Dominicans could wear their pride and connect. Gonzalez emphasizes he wasn't creating a brand, but a movement, that the community organically chose him to lead, highlighting that true leadership emerges from a community's need. Chapter 8, Latino Cultural Financial Beliefs, delves into the silent impact of culture on his relationship with money. He discusses inherited mindsets, such as banks are for rich people, or what matters is getting through today, which often lead to survival rather than prosperity. As a banker, he observed many Latinos working tirelessly but lacking financial stability due to a lack of education. He realized his mission was to break these cycles through empathy and lived experience, teaching people to question inherited beliefs and understand the financial system. He also points out that cultural pride must translate into financial empowerment.
Following this, From Surviving to Thriving outlines practical habits for building generational wealth. Gonzalez asserts that financial stability comes from intentional daily habits, not luck. He highlights the importance of knowing where your money goes, saving with purpose, building and protecting credit, controlling impulses, and investing consistently. He stresses that financial education is not a luxury, but an urgency and an inheritance, empowering families to move from putting out fires to strategic planning. He frames these habits as necessary tools for long-term family security.
In The Banker of My Community, Gonzalez details his transition into banking. He understood that many immigrants and Latino families distrust financial institutions. His role became that of a bridge, a translator, guiding clients through the system with patience and simple language. He recounts cases of business owners with cash but no control, and families afraid of credit, demonstrating how education provided clarity, confidence, and empowerment, transforming fear into strategy. He believes real banking is about understanding, not just signing, and that cultural intelligence is key to serving effectively. He positioned himself as a trusted advocate within the system. Becoming a leader reflects on his journey, stating that leadership isn't born in offices or with titles, but when life demands responsibility. Adversity, he says, was his greatest teacher. True leadership is rooted in service, not commanding, and it's built over time through discipline, resilience, empathy, and a deep passion to uplift others. His professional life and public voice through DMV Dominicans solidified his role as a leader who connects, educates, and elevates, recognizing that the most important leadership happens in silence, seeking real impact over applause. Finally, Leaving a Legacy articulates his vision for how he wants to be remembered. Legacy, for Gonzalez, isn't about accumulation, but about the invisible mark left in people's hearts, the lives improved, the inspiration provided, the culture represented. He wants to leave his daughter an example of perseverance, pride, and clear love. For his community, he aims to be remembered as someone who opened doors, elevated culture, and built unity. His immigrant legacy is to prove that starting with little can lead to building something great with discipline and purpose. He concludes that legacy is not an ending, it's the story itself, built daily through every act of service and intention. Miguel A. Guerrero Gonzalez's The Leader I Found on the Road is a powerful testament to the transformative potential of living with purpose. It's an invitation to understand that our roots are our strength, financial education is liberation, and true leadership is fundamentally about serving and uplifting others. Thank you for tuning in.